But the EC's stand has sharply divided the parties in the BJP alliance.
इसी बहाने कॉफी पीने की
आप लोगों को कभी लगता है, do you ever feel that because of being in public life you've never been able to devote much time to the family? Does it ever come in your mind? आप लोगों के दिमाग में कभी आता है?
नहीं।
कोई रिग्रेट होता है कि अगर पब्लिक फिगर नहीं होते तो शायद परिवार की तरफ ज्यादा ध्यान रहता है, इस तरह का रिग्रेट होता है कभी?
होता है, कभी कभी लगता है ऐसा कि ज़्यादातर बाहर रहते हैं, दिल्ली में रहते हैं, ऐसा तो इसीलिए लगता है कि यहाँ पे आने के बाद भी मीटिंग्स वगैरह कर लेते हैं, तो शायद पॉलिटिक्स में नहीं होते तो ज़्यादा वक्त दे पाते हैं।
ऑन द कॉन्ट्री, अगर घर में बैठे रहते तो शायद उसकी वैल्यू भी नहीं लगती कि घर में बैठे सुबह से शाम तक। तो एटलीस्ट इज सम टाइम इम्पोर्टेंट, यू नो, instead of spending 10 hours at home, those 10 minutes are more precious, you know, that you feel actually proud what he's doing and what time he's spending with you.
No, but did you ever feel that you missed your father while your upbringing, or your that he was not by your side because he was too much in public life?
It was not a physical appearance, no? It was more of a mental appearance, always there, you know. So it was not at all like that.
So he was always a phone call away to guide you if you want.
He was always there, physically or with phone or whatever means, you know. But there was nothing of that sort.
First of all, tell me, when did you get married? कितने साल पहले की बात है ये?
Oh, I got married on 11th of March, 1972.
And आप लोग की मुलाकात कैसी हुई? पॉलिटिकल करियर आपका शुरू हो चुका था या उससे पहले?
ना, मैं तो तब कॉलेज में था और कॉलेज में हम एक नाटक बिठा रहे थे और इसमें किसी स्त्री पात्र की जरूरत थी। हम जिस छोटे गांव में रहते थे उसमें स्त्री पात्र मिलना इतनी आसान बात नहीं थी। तो उसमें जब इनके घर जाके मैंने अप्रोच किया, काम को बुलाया, तब से एक प्रकार की वो पहचान हुई। एंड इट गोज बैक समवेयर इन December 69.
She was the heroine of your play then?
Actually, I was not the hero.
But she in any case was the heroine.
She was the heroine of that play. और फिर हम शादी करने के बाद भी हम दोनों ने मिलके एक नाटक की संस्था चलाई थी, नाट्य आराधना बोल के।
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this time.
चलो छोड़ के।
Well, India has already become famous for its IITs and IIMs. Now it's about time Government of India set up maybe an Indian Institute of Political Management. And if it does so, who will be its dean? But my guest for today, Pramod Mahajan. Pramod, many congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you are glowing with your performance and the victory and an unlikely victory. It's almost like India beating Australia in a cricket series in Australia.
Yeah.
And you are quite happy with my description of you as a likely dean or director of studies in a Mahajan Institute of Political Management.
No, frankly, I have an institute which I am running for about 12 years.
In Bombay, I believe.
It's Bombay, which is called as the Rambo Mahargi Prabodhini.
I see.
There we train political workers. And so I think, I'm not sure whether I'm dean or not, but the concept of having an institute.
What do you teach political workers?
No,
there?
normally we write from the constitution, campaigning, we have different kinds of camps for BJP workers, the MLAs, the MPs, the minister, their PAs. So you just mention activity of a political space and then you have a training camp
So
there.
I presume some of that knowledge must have gone into the way you managed this campaign, particularly in Rajasthan. And you did it all from this small shack at the back of your house. It's like your operational headquarters or bunker.
Yeah, that's it.
So when did you set it up and how and what went into it?
You see, frankly, I was assigned the job of looking into Rajasthan election much before I left the government. When Vasundhara ji, somewhere in July, August 2002, decided to go back to Rajasthan as the president, though she resigned 6 months later. At that point of time, President Venkaiah ji has asked me to look after as a minister. And since then, we thought that the challenge in Rajasthan in all these 4 states is a different kind of a challenge. Because if you just go by history, Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh part of Madhya Pradesh.
You
or
had never
Delhi.
won in Rajasthan like this.
We have won these states.
And
but in
Madhya Pradesh, you had won big victories in the past
no,
also.
Madhya Pradesh we won thrice. Actually, to getting 2/3 majority in Madhya Pradesh.
And once
or
by almost
Chhattisgarh.
as many seats as this time.
As many, because in 90 I think we got about 223 out of 320.
Right.
And today we have, that time 220 of 230, and today we have 223 of. But if you talk about Rajasthan, the best of the performance ever given was by Bhairav Singh ji in 93. It was 95 out of 2000.
And compared to last time, this is a big, huge difference.
Yeah.
You see before and after.
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost like some slimming institute, showing a before and after
If
picture.
you just go by the colors, then you will see, because it's almost 4 times shaker. Because this which you see of 98, it is 33.
Right.
And this what you see is 120. So naturally, when you have 4 times victory, so it's a jump. I think never in the history somebody goes 4 times.
Briefly the secret.
No,
how did you do it?
You see, first when we started really, we started making surveys. First survey we had somewhere in September, October 2002. Because we had to first assess the acceptance of Vasundhara Raje as a leader.
Right.
And because she was never part of organization, though she got twice or thrice elected to Rajasthan Assembly, she got elected to 5 times
She was
to
seen as an outsider
Parliament. But she was at the corner of Rajasthan, and so naturally she was not part of organization. So I am afraid whether she has visited even 20 constituencies before she became the president of the party.
And then you organized the yatra, and then you did. I believe
yatra. I'll tell you one thing, that the Congress
and the costumes and the pamphlets.
No, Congress criticized this yatra as not as a Parivartan yatra. They said it's a Parichay yatra.
Right.
And frankly, they were right when they say it was a Parichay yatra.
It was a Parichay yatra.
Parichay yatra. No, when Vasu became the leader, we thought that what we should exploit is really, first thing, her very soft image. If you look at her, she's just a replica of Rajmata, and kind of kindness she just exhibits, kind of a thing. And so people like, and so we decided to exploit her soft image.
I'm sure Vasu will be flattered by that.
No, but she almost looks like Rajmata with her big eyes and the smile. At least 2 things I always, whenever I look at her, in a very good mood, if you look at her eyes and her lips and her smile, it's almost Vasundhara Raje and Rajmata. I think I have not seen younger days Rajmata naturally. But
you are known to be a good judge of smiles and good,
Yeah.
good eyes, particularly of the female of the species.
That's an allegation always.
No,
made
it's
against
a compliment.
maybe. And so we first did these surveys, because and then we came to know there are 3-4 major issues in this. Vasundhara as a leader. And surprisingly, everybody will be surprised that September 2002, if you go by our surveys show that we were 119 seats even at that point of time.
And then I believe you did a lot of documentation. Not for no reason, your people are called the laptop gang now. Yeah. And then you've been working at it.
See, I'll just show you how we really did kind of a thing. And different kinds of surveys. Now this is the first I can show that this we had a caste profile of Rajasthan. Right. I think nobody has done caste profile of Rajasthan, because this time Rajasthan election was almost a very caste-based election. So big like Aaj Tak, Star, NDTV, they go everywhere. So and this is irrelevant.
This is Pramod Mahajan on media buying.
So we thought that let us only concentrate on one state. And this is the, you see, because Devdas is the very popular film, and right. We have made.
So this is on the Devdas theme.
Devdas thing.
You had an interesting career graph in politics. You started on a very high note as defense minister for 13 days. That's as high as it can get in any government. Then the government went, then IT, then telecom and IT, then oblivion, then as a general secretary. Now, does this bring you back in reckoning?
No,
what does this do for your career?
First thing, I will not say any point of time this oblivion was there. Now, yes, I was a defense minister in 13 days government, but one must understand that there was not a real government with a majority.
You were a defense minister at 48.
Yeah, but that's why I said I was defense minister, but I don't take that ministry as a very serious ministry. I was because we did not have a majority, so it was naturally something which we did. But really, after this government came, I was given parliamentary affairs minister, and I can say that for 4 years, though this is a ministry which nobody will like to do, it's a thankless job, but that has helped me tremendously. Then I got IT. Now IT
building linkages and network.
all political parties.
Second, I think you built more network and linkages as parliamentary
I will
affairs
tell
minister
you,
than as IT
after
minister.
I was moved from parliamentary affairs ministry to this general secretary job, at least half a dozen prominent leaders have told Prime Minister that why did you do this? You should not have never done this. Pramod, you change other ministers, but don't change him from parliamentary affairs ministry.
You mean people from
Right.
parties also?
Right. Somnath Dada told at least thrice to Prime Minister that this was the best parliamentary affairs minister. But if you look at IT, frankly, Shekhar, IT was a ministry when given to me with a budget of 300 crores. And I made IT as a ministry as if it's an internationally, though I don't understand much about IT, but people think that
But you understand something about networking.
Yeah,
Not about IT.
Both things come together. And then it comes communication. So finally, when I came to General Secretary, I was given this responsibility.
But there is seniority in politics as well. Now, Venkaiah Naidu, all said and done, was junior to you. Today you work under him as party president.
No, first thing.
Do you see this as supersession in some way?
No. First thing, hierarchy is there, but after all, politics is not a government job.
Right.
So there are many people who were younger to Advaniji and Atalji and still become Atalji and Advaniji became president. Same is the case for Joshiji also. So why Venkaiah? Venkaiah opted out of the cabinet ministry at that point of time.
Right.
If I would have become, that's a different thing. Now, only I decided at a later stage to move to the organization, or party asked me to move the organization. Now, I can't say that I'm senior than Venkaiah, so make him general secretary and make him president. No, that's not a proper way to look at. So it's not like a bureaucratic way.
How do you look at yourself today? You started with the RSS, but a lot of your politics has been